And a little later than anticipated, we welcome you to the first SEC game on CBS from 2014. An hour and 25-minute delay, but at last Georgia comes to take on the South Carolina Gamecocks in an early season SEC East encounter. South Carolina won the toss and has elected to receive. You see scattered thunderstorms through midnight. The percentage was set at 60%. And it certainly equaled, if not surpassed that. But the rain was not the problem here at Williams-Brice. It was lightning. 67th meeting between the two. South Carolina joined the SEC in 1992 along with Arkansas. And the Gamecocks have won 3 of the last 4 meetings. Georgia won last season 41-30, and a symbol of the Gamecocks, Sandstorm, the name of the song.
And Bird, John Theus was asked, what do you remember from going to Williams-Brice 2 years ago? He said one word, Sandstorm, the song. I'm sick of it.
Marshall Morgan will kick off. Sean Carson is back to return. And that will be a touchback and comes out to the 20-yard line. Mike Davis and Brandon Wilds, 2 running backs. One behind Thompson. Play action, flip into the left flat. It's Mike Davis, stiff arm. Boy, he got right in the grill of Ramik Wilson. Georgia with 4 down brings only 4. Deep down the middle, it's complete. Mickey Jones. First down and 10. Thompson, straight down the middle. Rory Anderson, first down, South Carolina.
Clemson had 306 yards of offense in the first half last game against Georgia, 55 plays. Everybody remembers the second half. Clemson had success in the first half.
Corner blitz.
Yeah, that's a big play.
Yes, indeed. Pharoh Cooper, number 11, but hit immediately by Ramik Wilson, number 51. Thompson open, right down the middle. Shaq Rowland. That's a gain of 12 for the former Mr. Football.
Don't understand the coverage again. Bowman, number 37, just leaves his guy go. Right there, I don't know what he's doing. Somebody's playing man-to-man. Somebody's playing zone again.
3rd and 5 here. Pharoh Cooper is the inside man, bottom of your screen. Nick Jones is the outside. And Shaq Rowland, top of the screen. They look toward Rowland. He turns around, and he has got it. Touchdown!
Tremendous execution. Shaq Rowland, one of those South Carolina Players of the Year that Steve Spurrier recruited. He was a 5-star recruit. There's always been a little disappointment of when he was going to break out. But on that play, Georgia had him double covered, inside and out with a corner and a safety, and South Carolina still made it work.
Hudson Mason backed up Aaron Murray for these many years. Had a chat with him. We all did yesterday. Very mature young man, expresses himself so well, and said it all works out for the best. He thought about transferring, realized he'd have to live with that decision, and here he is. Right side deep, man open. Oh my goodness. Isaiah McKenzie, number 16, a 5'8 freshman, 164-pounder. That's a gain of 35.
Yeah, Chris Moody, number 6 for South Carolina, in and out, had this ball, misjudged it, totally misjudged it. When he realized it, it was too late. McKenzie gets it. Nice opening play for a guy that waited 4 years to play in an SEC game.
Mason again,
Touchdown.
this one underneath.
Touchdown.
Nice call. Sony Mitchell, another freshman. How'd you do that?
Sony Mitchell's a running back, caught South Carolina in a funny coverage. They did not line up properly. David Andrews and Greg Pike got big blocks on the play. I think even Michael Bennett got a big block too. 3 great blocks.
One more look at the touchdown. Sony Michel, it's S-O-N-Y. Hudson Mason equalizes the score. We're tied at 7.
Leonard Floyd over the middle, right in the middle of the formation. Usually lines up at defensive end. They're going to move Leonard Floyd around today.
Toss left, fumble. Oh, it's loose. It's still loose. Lorenzo Carter's in the neighborhood. Got it. Georgia ball. There's another freshman, number 7.
Another freshman, Brandon Wiles, that missed the ball, too. Easy pitch. Got to catch that ball. He was running before he really secured it in, ran the option to the outside. That's just a horrible self-inflicted wound. And now, you know, Surratt, Allie was talking about how upset he was. All week, South Carolina said, get ready for Gurley. Get ready for Gurley. There's no Gurley yet. It's been all finesse so far.
Second down, 13. Contact behind the line. Gurley breaks the tackles. And he is downed inside the 20. Sky Moore, number 10, defensively, a gain of 10.
And that's been one of the problems for South Carolina this year. Only 1 sack and only 5 tackles for a loss. They had a chance to get one right there and did not make the play.
Blake Tibbs is on as a wideout. Bottom of the screen, number 8. 3rd and 3. Right side, got it. Oh, Bennett. Maybe a little bit behind it.
Yeah, that was a back shoulder throw by design. We've seen that so many times, especially with Bennett. Hudson Mason loves to throw this ball, but just, as Vern said, a little bit too far behind. Timing just a bit off. Completely open. Rico McWilliams had no chance on the play.
Marshall Morgan has hit 18 consecutive field goals. Tied for the SEC record with Fuad Reveiz from Tennessee. This for 19 in a row. And the new record holder is the junior from Fort Lauderdale, Florida, Marshall Morgan. 19 in a row. That from 36, and it breaks to 7-7.
That was a big defensive stand for South Carolina, though, and I think I got to circle J.T. Surratt that time. Remember, they got on him a little bit, being a little too emotional. He came through.
Morgan has tied Reveiz, has beaten Reveiz. Beg your pardon. Floyd comes rushing. And that was well defensed. Mike Davis, the ball carrier. Made the initial contact. This one goes wide open to the left side. Shaq Rowland.
You know, as much as Steve Spurrier might like to run the ball and play it honest and control that pass rush, so far in this game, Georgia hasn't covered anybody.
Blitz coming from the corner. Thompson tucks it, pulls it out. He'll run. Goes left and scoots out of bounds for the first down.
Well, he's no Connor Shaw, but he has to bring a little of that to this offense.
3rd down 9. Gamecocks trail by 3. 4-man rush to the inside pattern. Intercepted by Georgia. Devin Bowman, number 37. And there is a flag. He's acting guilty.
Pass interference. Defense, number 37. The ball is placed at the spot of the foul. Automatic first down.
I don't know if he's acting guilty or acting, what kind of rules are these? How do I cover this guy? Let's see what happens. Gets his hands on. Yep, he pulled it. Pulled the jersey. You're not going to get away with that. When you reach, you're vulnerable.
And so after the roughing the passer call, David Williams is in the backfield at running back. Play action, flip it left. Farrell Cooper, touchdown, South Carolina.
Well, 2 Georgia players had a shot on it. Dylan Thompson bobbled the ball and still got it out in time. I think it was Corey Moore had the first miss, and then Dominic Sanders had the second one. Really didn't get there in time. That was a well-called drive. Got that one penalty and moved the ball.
Elliott Fry for the extra point. And the sophomore hammers it through. Another lengthy drive for the Gamecocks of South Carolina. They have reclaimed the lead here in Columbia. Only the 6th play on offense for Georgia. It's Gurley. He surges over left tackle. Taylor Maxey, number 47. Got a T.J. Gurley playing safety for South Carolina. And a Todd Gurley running the ball for Georgia. Speaking of, hello, say goodbye.
Say offensive holding. Cablano again, number 54. I wonder if it's on Surratt again.
Bring it back.
Offense, number 54. 10-yard penalty from the previous spot. Repeat second down.
Cablano's number 54. I don't know exactly who it is this time. 54 is right there. This time, let's see who he holds. It's 52, Phillip Dukes. Ooh, that's kind of a weak one right there, I have to say. That's one Georgia fans are going, really?
Here's Nick Chubb, another of those freshmen. 5-star recruit, he and Sony Michel. And Chubb, in the first game this year, ran 4 times for 70 yards. He picks up 11 on that one.
It's going to be a little bit hard for Georgia to stay wide open spread the whole game. They're already missing Marcus Mitchell, Justin Scott Wesley, and they really don't have the athlete at tight end. Jay Rome's been nicked. They really don't have, not with Artie Litch from a year ago. They're a little different. A big play there.
Huge. Mason Harris, number 34.
Mason Harris in a 3-point stance. 4-man line, unblocked. Did not respect the keep at all for Hudson Mason. That's one of those zone read keeps action. But right now, South Carolina says, we don't believe you're going to keep the ball. We're going for the running back every time.
And that brings on the first punt of the game. Colin Barber. But he's going to punt it from a different direction. That's the end of the first with our score 14-10. South Carolina will return to Columbia after this message and a word from your local station. Ball is marched to 15, first down and 10. Thompson off his back foot. Oh, brother.
I thought that was intercepted by John Atkins.
Yes. I think John Atkins thought it was intercepted by John Atkins.
It was obviously a slip screen to Davis that time. No, it was to the wide receiver. And I think it was tipped by Rameek Wilson, or it would have been intercepted.
Blitz coming. Thompson dances right. Chased out of bounds. I believe before he threw the ball. Nevertheless, it was incomplete. John Atkins and Ray Drew.
Well, we talked about Georgia kind of losing coverage in man-to-man situations. This time they set in a zone again, but match up well. South Carolina crosses their receivers, and Georgia matches up. Nowhere to throw the ball. Great defense by that secondary for Georgia. They're 0 for 2 stopping the team in this game.
Everybody up defensively. Mason.
3 for 3 now.
Gurley stopped short by Bryson Williams.
Late flags. That was a stop. It would have been the third consecutive third down stop for South Carolina had they got off the field. Let's see who the flag's on.
Well, let's wait and see here.
Unsportsmanlike conduct. Defense, number 42. 15 yards to the end of the run. Automatic first down. That's number 42's first unsportsmanlike conduct foul.
That is Jordan Diggs, number 42. Got into it with Michael Bennett.
Oh, Todd Gurley head-butted that time. And that's why Diggs came in. See, Gurley headbutt on the play to Bryson Allen Williams. And that's what started the whole thing. We saw Todd Gurley do that in the Florida game. Remember when he got chippy against Florida a couple times?
Yes, sir.
He got away with that one, though.
After the penalty on Diggs, first down 10. Play action, Hudson. Nice one-handed catch by Jeff Blazevich, a true freshman. Number 83, his second catch in his Georgia career. He had one against Clemson.
That was nice, wasn't it? Timing throw, that's what he does well, Hudson Mason, and Blazevich grabs it, tucks it, and makes the play. Penalty this time helping Georgia in a drive, much like South Carolina.
11:05 to go, first half. Too wide to the left. Conley and Bennett. Reverse. Isaiah McKenzie's got a blocker in front. They call him in high school the human joystick. 3rd and 8 at the 9. Four-man rush. Incomplete over the head of Blazevich.
Yep, that was just a lack of timing between the quarterback and the tight end. Aaron Murray and Artie Lynch used to have that one down. But when you got new players, especially tight ends right in the slot right there, they're just not quite on the same page. That should have been a completion. Mason anticipated it just a bit too much. It's really the 4th straight stop by the South Carolina defense on 3rd down. And remember, they're the worst in the country coming into this game.
This from 26 for Morgan, who's hit his last 19 in a row. Now make it an even 20. And that cuts the margin to 1. 8:56 to go in the half. Mark Richt's team trails by 1. Michael Bennett, are you open? Bryson Williams says, no, you weren't. Across the middle, good. Wow. That's Rory Anderson, the tight end, his second catch of the day.
Pretty gifted tight end, isn't he?
2nd down and 20. Got him! Damiere Byrd, number 1.
I don't know why the linebackers are biting short. Just don't quite understand it. It's 2nd and 20. I had a chance to visit with Dylan Thompson Thursday after practice in the stadium, and you quiz a guy like, how can you wait for 4 years to play? And he just said, this is where I wanted to go to school. I had a good player in front of me, and I knew I'd get my year. I love it here, and I wanted to play for Coach Spurrier. I knew the offense, and I wanted to get my 1 year with this offense.
Mike Davis is split top of the screen now. They go deep, have him open, Nick Jones. And that is a completion. Those two have known each other since they were 5 years old. So 2nd down and 10. Damiere Byrd, bottom of the screen. 4-man rush, but not much of one. Caught, touchdown. Rory Anderson, the tight end. .34 to go, opening half, extra point to come. Anderson with his first touchdown catch of the year. Extra point up and good.
Vern, I got to tell you, Thursday at practice, they ran that play to Rory Anderson 5 times. Dylan Thompson threw 3 of them. Then Steve showed him how to throw the 4th one. He goes, you got to put a little air on it. That's exactly what Thompson did on this one. Just put it up where the tall guy could get it against the linebacker, Herrera. Watch it. Tight end on the linebacker. Wide safeties. He knows he's got it. Now just put a little touch on it. You got it, all that open space. He did it just like the ball coach tried to throw it on Thursday. Did you hear me say tried to throw it on Thursday?
Yeah.
It was a good verbal. It wasn't a pretty pass.
Oh, I hate to hear that. That's an error of a perfect story. Anderson on the receiving end. South Carolina has scored 3 times. Each drive has gone 75 yards.
Point of attack may be a question mark. However, the league's changed. Point of attack linebacker's not as valuable as he used to be.
Thompson.
Oh, he got that in.
My goodness. He had to thread that one. That is Chris Conley. Been battling a shoulder injury.
Yeah, I thought Rico McWilliams, number 1, had this. He looks at it the whole way and doesn't get his hand on it, right in between him and Chaz Elder.
2nd down, 6. Another nice catch. Beautiful. That's Michael Bennett, number 82. Again, this Georgia team is missing Malcolm Mitchell, number 26, out with a knee injury, and Justin Scott Wesley may or may not be sitting out a suspension. And now a flag is thrown. There's Mitchell to the left, Justin Scott Wesley. Jonathan Rump also did not make the trip. And by the way, Steve Hartman on the CBS Evening News last night with Scott Belly did a wonderful story on Malcolm Mitchell, who has joined a reading club in Athens. What makes it unique is that it's an all-women's reading club. And congratulations to Hartman for that terrific story. Inside pattern, down to the 30. That'll be enough for the first down. Reggie Davis. Cue the duck. 3rd and 7. Tibbs, top of the screen, left side. South Carolina with a blitz. Timing route into the left corner. Incomplete. Al Harris Jr. was there to knock it away.
Really surprised at the decision that time by Hudson Mason. Michael Bennett was one-on-one to the short side of the field with an inside technique right here. Showed man-to-man the whole way. That's almost pitch and catch with Michael Bennett. Really surprised he went the other direction and made the long throw.
Marshall Morgan is on for the field goal of 44 yards. 2 for 2 tonight, 3 for 3 on the year. He has hit his last 20 in a row. And the streak has ended.
This South Carolina defense has given up some yards in this football game, but 3 field goal attempts. I would think that the South Carolina staff is saying, we're doing our job. It's a brand new world on defense. You measure success by holding teams out of the end zone.
Started right, stayed right. This will be Pharoh Cooper out of the Wildcat. Pharoh Cooper did run 20 times last year.
And he threw
the
ball in practice. I'm not going to draw it up what he did because somebody might see it, but he did throw the ball.
That's a handoff right side for Damiere Byrd. Everything's clicking for South Carolina. Thompson got a man open.
What a throw, huh?
Nick Jones.
What a throw. Those two guys that played basketball together as a kid, grew up together, were on the same path that time. You can't throw a ball any better than that.
Quincy Mauger made the stop. Look at this.
Against the senior-most member of that secondary, Damian Swann, and put a perfect throw. There's no defense for this. Absolutely no defense for that.
That's a pretty decent concentration by Nick Jones.
You could put 3 safeties back there.
Yeah.
You're going to complete that pass. And you're right. Holding on because Mauger put a lick on him, didn't he?
That's a gain of 25 and a first down, 48 seconds to go. Play action. Thompson. Wide open, Pharoh Cooper.
God, he had him, and that's the one thing that Steve has been quoted on about these receivers. They're doing a fine job. We got a lot of good ones, but we need to make some tough catches.
Four seconds on the play clock. They do get it snapped in time. Thompson. Mike Davis.
South Carolina should let this clock go all the way down to 1 second, or 2 seconds, whatever, and kick the field goal with the last play of the half.
Ryan Culberson will snap it. Patrick Fish will hold it. And Elliott Fry, who's missed only one this year, and that was from 54 yards out. This will be 32 yards. And that looks perfect. Yeah, a little better than giving up all those points.
I gotta learn that Spurrier walk away. You know, the last sentence, you just start walking away. That's very effective. A lot of years.
If you're called the head ball coach, you can do that.
Well, when you run 44 plays for 298 yards in the first half, you're ready to get a little Gatorade at halftime.
Yeah, pretty good head ball coach. End of the first half with our score 24-13. South Carolina has the lead. Now let's go to Adam Zucker in our New York studio.
Here it is, 3rd and 2. They're 0 for 4 in the game.
Got this one. And it's Kenneth Towns, number 9. Jay Rome, the tight end, goes tight to the left side. Taylor Maxey is in at fullback. He's in front of Gurley. Gurley follows his lead and goes left. Breaks the tackle. Breaks another. And hauled down at the 25.
Oh, man. That's a guy of a different breed right there. That is a man with speed, body lean, a lot of effort, intensity, and a commitment from Georgia to run him from the I formation. Not a lot of teams run that I isolation anymore, and it's hard not to with a guy like Gurley.
That's a gain of 40. Sony Michel is the running back now. They'll spell Gurley. Maxey leads him to the left, and Michel leans out, and he picks up a 5, I believe. Let's see where the spot is.
It's right at that yellow line. Remember, it's an 11-point game. 3 points would make it a one-possession game. It's still very early in the football game, though. Oh, fumble snap.
And it's going to be 4th down. David Andrews and
Tough
Hudson.
decision. Excuse me there,
Yeah.
Vern. Tough decision for Mark Richt here. It's a successful drive. You don't want to come up with a 0 here right now. Are you going to go for it on 4th down?
It appears they will. 4th and 1. Gurley. First down.
Yes, sir.
First and goal, Georgia.
Well, there's a 230-pound man getting a head of steam at that deep tailback spot. Tight splits. Pull backside guard Greg Pike. It's an old power O. It's been run at Georgia for 45, 50 years.
First down goal, opening drive, 3rd quarter. That's Bennett stutter stepping. This is Gurley. Georgia on the boards. Touchdown on the opening drive of the 2nd half. Well, that was impressive.
Well, there's no way around it anymore. At halftime, Mark Richt had to meet with Mike Bobo, his offensive coordinator, and said, we're going to have to score points. I mean, that's all there is to it. Just empty the whole playbook out. Remember, we rested Gurley in the first half a bit, only 8 carries. Let's ride him here with this first drive of the 2nd half, and it produced probably 7 points. Stunted right into it.
Randolph Davis coming left. There's a couple of missed tackles. And Ramik Wilson finally gets him on the ground. Davis a little gimpy.
Yeah,
getting
both
up.
of them. He and
Yeah.
Wilson both. Well, I'll take the song Sandstorm. I don't want a lightning storm.
Again, a lot of time and a man wide open. It's Nick Jones. What a combination of these two lifelong friends. Through it all, friendship prevails.
That cross splits up front. Finally, Jeremy Pruitt's going to try to get some pressure.
Rory Anderson has had a big night. It continues. 21 of 28, 271 yards. They'll hand it off this time. Wilds. Gain of 7.
Remember, this is a Georgia defense as South Carolina is stacking up these first downs that had 6 3-and-outs against Clemson in the 2nd half. 1 4-and-out and held them to minuscule in that game against Clemson. So far, it's not there.
It'll be 2nd down and 3. Cody Gibson is in as a tight end on the right side. There's a nice fake, and Wilds gets the handoff, and another first down.
Well, if you think South Carolina runs to the left a lot, you would be correct. A.J. Cann and Corey Robertson, number 50 and 53, are the strength of that football team. Veteran, big men.
Herrera gasping for breath,
And
the linebacker.
and this is, as Vern told you, another tackle in the game right now, Cody Gibson.
Number 90.
He was 78 a year ago. Not very many 78s catch passes. He's 90, but he's another tackle.
Wilds weaves his way through and comes down 1 yard short of another first down.
Brandon Wilds goes 222 pounds. He's also a load. They're running the ball, a physical up front. That was an advantage South Carolina thought they could have. This is not a big defensive line for Georgia.
Davis on the bench, a slight injury, we believe. And so Wilds is in the backfield, 2nd down, 1. 5:30 to go, 3rd quarter.
Double foot fake. He knows exactly what the defense. Will Georgia check out? Yes, they did.
Wilds! Touchdown, South Carolina. expect this to come back to the 1.
After review, the ruling is that the ball carrier was short of the goal line. The ball will be placed on the 1-foot line.
Wanted to also say on that run, Vern, that Alan Knott, number 70, the center, also had an outstanding block on the play. And I think that's perfectly spotted, the 1-foot line.
Yep.
And remember, South Carolina goes shotgun in these situations.
Yep.
Even though it's a half foot, they shotgun it usually back.
Brandon
Always going to go under and sneak it, isn't
he? There we go.
Yep. Got it.
Yes, he did. Confirmation comes from the line judge on the near side.
Well, that was a great answer, as Vern told you. Touchdown, touchdown. The Georgia defense had no answers. Steve Spurrier is looking at his play chart and going, they're all working.
Dylan Thompson. He waited 4 long years to get his chance to be a starter. 3rd and 3. Georgia 1 of 6 on 3rd down conversions. Mason tipped, incomplete, 4th down. That was Gerald Dixon. Rory Anderson comes out. Pruitt, in his first year at Georgia, he had heard rumors that Todd Grantham might leave, and he let Mark Pruitt's staff know that he would be interested in moving to Georgia if Grantham moved on, and Grantham did. Went to Louisville to join Bobby Petrino. Here's Rush. Oh, they got him.
Yeah, first sack in the game.
Marlo Herrera, number 52.
Well, instead of sitting in those zones, 2 deep safeties, they decided again to try the rush in the middle, and no one touches either linebacker that time, Herrera or Wilson. Dylan Thompson was not sacked against East Carolina, and so far in this game, we have not had a sack for either team. That's the first of the game.
That's a loss of 13 and sets up a 3rd and 24. Quick flip. Incomplete. Georgia ran a very effective opening drive of this half. South Carolina answered to extend the lead to 11, but South Carolina just went 3 and out, and now Georgia with terrific field position, trailing 31-20. Here's Hudson Mason. Nope. Darius English.
Yeah, how about that? 1 sack for Georgia, now a sack for South Carolina by English there, but that was coverage. Bobo went 3 tight ends in the game and tried to go for the home run ball deep. Pressured out of the pocket, and then Mason can't get back to the line of scrimmage. Hudson Mason, Vernu Red, had it led a comeback at Georgia Tech, down 20-0. This field position, I think they need points on this field position.
2nd down and 13. 90 seconds to go, 3rd quarter. Here's the toss to Gurley. Maxey, oh boy! Did he run into his own man? It looked like Jay Rome had as much a part of that tackle.
Yeah, J.T. Surratt was up there again, pushing and pushing and pushing, and then he runs right back. Cablano's right there. He trips over. Nope. Right into the back. He gets shoved right into him. Jay Rome does.
And Darius English, who has been asked to replace Jadeveon Clowney this year, 3rd and 11.
Here's their muck type stuff. They just mill around. Nobody puts their hand down.
Now 3rd and 16. Gurley goes around the left side, now cuts back, looks for help. Mason cannot get the block, but Gurley's on the loose.
Wow.
And he's got a 1st down, Georgia.
Wow. There was nothing there. That play was defensed. He goes for sprinted. This is defense. There's nowhere to go. And then reversing his field, he gets around the corner, and no one is going to run him around. Darius English had no chance. Jadeveon Clowney might have caught him, but English wouldn't.
2 seconds remaining in the rain on a Saturday night in Columbia, South Carolina. 31-20. Nick Chubb is on. He gets it. Comes up the middle. Oh, he's got an opening. Chubb out of bounds.
Pretty amazing, isn't it?
Wow.
Nick Chubb, another true freshman. Sony Michel, a true freshman. Keith Marshall, number 4, who was the number 2 back. Half of that tandem is still Nick coming off that surgery. And now Chubb takes this one as they rest Todd Gurley for the 4th quarter.
Long walk in the rain. That's the end of the 3rd with our score 31-20. We'll return to Columbia right after this word from your local station. Play action. Mason got him in the end zone. Jay Rome. Touchdown, Georgia.
And I would assume they'd go for 2 here right now. Get it down to a 3-point game. Yes, they will.
Yep.
First down, play action play. One of the first ones you put in inside the 20. Slip the fullback to the flat. Take the tight end to the outside. Nice job by Rome adjusting to that football. He saw that one all the way and had time to turn and run with it. Turn and catch it.
And so the Bulldogs will go for 2, trailing by 5. Michael Bennett in motion. Loads up the right side. That's where Mason runs. Fires it. Got. Touchdown. It was Bennett who made the grab.
Ed Bennett, he's been making those catches.
Yep.
He's a great target, tall, fearless, knows his assignments, and as Steve Spurrier obviously knows, this is going to be a football game right to the last drive.
Well, on 1st and goal from the 5, it was Huston Mason with his 14th completion of the night. This time, touchdown, tight end Jay Rome. Marshall Morgan will kick off. Rain continues. 31-28. And this one will be returned by Sean Carson.
They lost contain.
Down the left side. Morgan has to stop him and does.
Georgia all fired up to make a big play, pulling within 3 points. And just one guy goes inside too far, loses containment, and around the corner for good field position.
Here's the first down at the 42-yard line. It goes left. Mike Davis. Ramik Wilson gets him. But it was
a run to the left.
Run. Yeah.
A run to the left. Surprise.
Wilds. Big hole. Bigger hole. First down at the 23. Damian Swan made the stop.
When you cross your linebackers, you lose your second level of defense. The big tackles in Gibson as well at tight end.
On first down 10, it's Wilds. Huge hole. Stiff arm. Down the sidelines. Gamecock touchdown.
Went to the left, and they all were well blocked. One missed tackle, and wilds into the end zone. How about that? 4 plays, 58 yards, all on the ground.
And set up with the opening kickoff return of 42 yards. 3rd and 11. Oh, he's got it.
Perfect.
Conley. That's a first down, Georgia.
Well, you could see why Mike Bobo and Mark Richt for the last couple of years said, we wouldn't be at all. We love Aaron. We don't want him to get hurt, but we would not be nervous at all of letting Hunter Mason throw the ball anytime Hudson Mason throw the ball the whole game. He's got a quick release, and you see it again right there.
And that's out to Bennett, Michael Bennett. 2nd down, 10. Gurley, no block. Doesn't matter. It really does not matter. He's to the 31.
And that should have been a no gain. Just like that 3rd down play. This is exactly Eddie George right here. This is the Heisman right here. They could be changing bodies on that one. Look at that. I thought he looked tired. He is coming out of the game.
Yeah.
I thought he looked tired. He played that play. It's got to be 2 downs to get a first down right here.
3rd and 1. Trailing by 10. 9:23 to go. Sony Michel, the freshman, is the deep back in the eye. That's Maxey. Quavon Hicks is also back there, and they give it to Hicks. Big opening. Quavon Hicks.
That is a gutsy call by Mike Bobo. This is a guy that's been criticized a lot. If that play doesn't work, those Georgia fans are going, how can you give the ball to Quavon Hicks? That is a gutsy call by a guy who believes in his game plan, and he dials it up and uses it at that moment.
3rd and goal. And Gurley is back in. They slip it to the fullback, Hicks. Touchdown, Georgia. How about that?
Mike Bobo had a game plan, stuck to it, believed in it, and courageously called every one of those. Again, remember, there's a little second guessing in college football. If those plays don't work, you get second guessed.
It's kind of like announcing.
These might not be 2 great defensive football teams, but they are 2 tough football teams.
75-yard drive. Hicks with the big play at 25-yarder. 9 rushing, 2 passing. It's a 3-point game.
Do that.
3rd down, 10. 5:39 to go. Only 1 turnover by South Carolina tonight. Thompson, a lot of time, deep, intercepted, picked off by Damian Swan, to the 10, to the 8.
Jeremy Pruitt got him, fooled him, Vern. There's also a flag in the penalty. It looked like 2 deep safeties, but Swan moves up to what they call a robber position. Watch, he's way back here, but he comes up and plays the robber right in the middle and reads the quarterback eyes. Take your eyes off to catch the snap, and that crossing route that looks so open, Swan makes the play.
Intended for Nick Jones. And here is the discussion regarding the penalty.
And you got to understand, when you take the shotgun snap, you have to look down for the ball for an instant, and that's when Swan moved up into the robber position to make the play.
After the interception, during the return, personal foul, blocking below the waist on the offense number 4. That penalty is half the distance from the end of the run, first down.
That's on Shaq Rowland. And some disgruntled fans in the end zone are tossing trash.
Now, right now, if you're South Carolina, you got to get meeting on the sideline. If the touchdown happens, you're going to get the ball back. It's either going to be tied or have a chance to take the lead with the ball.
At the 4, 1st and goal, 5:24 to go. Gurley behind Maxey. That's Hicks who starts in motion. Play action. Oh my goodness.
I think he threw it forward.
Well, there is a flag.
I don't know. That could be grounding. That should be grounding.
14.
Yes.
That penalty. Lost him down at the spot of the
That
foul.
was a
Be second down.
lack of experience right there by Hudson Mason. Just panicked a bit. That ball should have gone outside of the end zone. Nothing was there on first down. Tried to get the ball inside to Hicks. Nothing there, and just somewhat tried to avoid the sack and grounded. Should have gone right over the top. It was a first down play.
Conley top of the screen. Now the shift. That's Blazevich, the freshman tight end. They give it to Gurley. He goes right. Looks for a block from Andrews and doesn't get much at all.
Yeah, Sky Moore was out there just trying to grab shoelaces, anything he could to slow down number 3. The question is, do you trust your quarterback to throw it to the end zone?
Nope. Whoa. Surratt tipped it.
I give a lot of credit to Surratt. In practice on Thursday, he was addressing every missed assignment by every defensive lineman. He started off the game with intensity, and he's finished the game with intensity.
It's going to be Marshall Morgan, who was missed from 44. This is for the tie from 28 yards out.
Remember, it's raining. Snap and hold. Snap and hold.
Nathan Theus will snap it. Erickson puts it down, and he
skimmed it. Oh, my.
Wow!
Did that go in late behind the post? Did it curve around the post? That was really close. Let's see what happens here.
No. He just missed the right upright by 3 inches.
Yep. When it went high, but it went hooked in after it passed the upright. Stayed out there. It even missed the upright on the big screen, too.
Oh, yes.
All right, 3 timeouts still for Georgia. It's going to take at least 2 first downs to put this game away for South Carolina. Can Georgia get another stop?
Davis. 9, and the official went sprawling. That gets the biggest response of the night.
Yeah, it's almost the best thing that could have happened for South Carolina, because I think they're just short of a first down here.
Brandon Wilds. First down, South Carolina. So 2:06 to go. Georgia with 2 timeouts left. Up the middle, Brandon Wilds. First down, South Carolina.
It's going to be really close, I think. Did his knee go down before he got across the line? Again, good job up front by Alan Knott, running behind him and Can, excuse me. It looks to be just short.
Aha.
Obviously, review on this play.
They're going to bring the chain out.
Yes. I mean, it's inches either way. And it's big inches for Georgia. Oh, man. Now, this is reviewable, remember. He's tackled. He's in the grass. His knee goes down there. I think that's the right call. His knee definitely went down. He fell over the line after his knee went down. I think that's the perfect call. Do you go for quarterback sneak? You've only run one play under center all day, and that's when Dylan Thompson ran up there and ran the quarterback sneak.
Right.
Now, I tell you what I think they will do the first time is they'll run up there to run the quarterback sneak and fake it and see if they can draw him off sides.
Meanwhile, the clock 95 seconds. Yes. Georgia, 2 timeouts left. 4th down. South Carolina calls time.
Well, now, what do? I think you have to go for quarterback sneak here, don't you?
Yes.
It's an inch.
Goes left. See where the spot is. Whoa.
I thought he made a few inches on that play.
Look where that right foot spot is by the line judge. See where his right foot is?
But I don't see how this bottom judge can call that. He had no view at all. It seems like the judge to the other side of the field had a better view of it. And he's guessing as much as we are.
All right.
Yeah, see the judge from the other side of the field got the call. And that's going to be a first down.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, there's no way it can be overturned. You can't see anything. It is reviewable, but what could you do? He makes a few inches. Now he's lost. Nobody can see anything.
Well, here comes the chain. Are you still sure?
It's a very close game.
No, but you were so aggressive in your assurance.
When you're right, you're right. They're reviewing the call, but how do you overturn it? I don't know what they're going to do. They already moved the chains. They can't move them back.
The ruling on the field stands.
There's no way. The review process is not that fine of a procedure.
Right. And so 1:22 remaining.
That was about as close as the missed field goal.
Yeah, you're right. Look at that.
Yep, the last link. It does not have to go past the post. It's the last link. Oh, my goodness.
My goodness. Dylan Thompson for the night. 21 of 30, 271. Steve Spurrier wins his 201st. For Huston Mason, tough night.
Well, both guys that waited 4 years performed in the game. They really did themselves proud.